Welcome back to Gooner Fanzine TV. After Arsenal's impressive 2-0 victory over Spurs at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in N17 on the site of the old White Hart Lane. We've just come from Joe Mountney's press conference. We're both in the press box today. I thought I'd have a little nose round. We're going to do player ratings. I've done player ratings for the Gooner Fanzine. It's on the website now. Have a read of it. Dan's obviously done it for the Islington Gazette. Let's talk it through then. So obviously, let's go from the goalkeeper. So Zinsberger.
Yeah, Zinsberger I thought was really good. Nice, confident goalkeeping, played out well from the back with her feet. I thought she was really confident with the ball at her feet, and that save in the first half as well. I think from Rihanna Dean. Kit Graham was a crucial save.
Yeah, she stood her ground, didn't she?
Stood tall, made a really important save, which if Tottenham had scored, it would have changed the game. Yeah. So yeah, decent performance. I gave her a 7.5.
Did you? Yeah, fair play. Yeah, I think I gave her a 7 in my ratings just because it was solid, basically. And, didn't let anyone down. Look, really competent, more than competent.
Yeah. And then. It was Katie McCabe who played as one of the fullbacks. Yeah. I thought she could have got forward a bit more. I've seen her play a few times and she is a real threat going forward. I think she naturally plays as a winger, but Arsenal's lack of a natural left back means she has to fill in there sometimes. Yeah. I thought she could have got forward more. She came forward that one time that shot hit the side netting. Did the defensive work well, looked fairly solid, so yeah, I think I gave her a 6.5. Okay. Decent performance.
Excellent. You asked the question on Leah Williamson. What was your take on Leah's performance?
I thought she was a cut for everyone else.
Yeah.
I thought she was outstanding.
Yeah.
As Joe Mountney said when I asked him, she's such a talented player. The way she plays out from the back, especially for a young age, she's only 22.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't perform to that, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Plays out from the back really well. Some brilliant defensive tackles. Was a real leader at the back. Thought she was fantastic, so I gave her a 9.
A 9, yeah. I think I gave her 8.5. But it was interesting what Joe was saying on the back of your question. Basically, the way he relies on her to bring the ball from the back, and he sees her more as a ball-playing centre half than a defensive midfielder. Although he said she could play that position too. So it was a really good. I mean, I've interviewed Leah before. I mean, you know her as well, and it's she's a really, really good player. She's still young as well. She's obviously a lifelong Gooner too. And there was a moment of light general hilarity, if that's the right phrase. When Dan asked Joe Mountney, the manager, Arsenal women manager obviously, what lifelong Gooner Leah Williamson would feel after Arsenal beat Spurs 2-0. And obviously sitting next to Dan. And Joe pointed at me and he just said, ask your mate. I was quite proud about that, really. Getting referenced by an Arsenal manager. Yeah, anyway, back to the play ratings, I think.
And then she had Jennifer Beattie alongside her, who I gave a 7. I thought she was solid.
Yeah.
I think it's important that Williamson has an experienced head like Beattie alongside her. Obviously, she's played for Scotland at international level. Yeah. She was at Arsenal before she went to Man City, and now she's obviously back in North London. Thought she had a decent game, was solid, did her defensive work well. Helped Arsenal move out from the back, as did Williamson. So yeah, 7.
Yeah, I think 7 again. That's perfectly acceptable because they were solid. They were solid without being particularly emphatic, certainly in the first half, basically, because Spurs did put Arsenal under a bit of pressure, but Arsenal came through it, and I think 7's a fair result. Yeah, fair grade.
And Lisa Evans was the other fullback. I think probably the same as Katie McCabe. Yeah. Naturally a winger. Could have done more going forward, but was solid at the back. So I also gave her a 6.5. Yep,
6.5. We were having a chat off camera about. Basically, I think if any team, any player in any Arsenal team, in any level, in any genre, beat Spurs, 7 should be the bare minimum. Even if you had the worst game in the world, beating Spurs should give you an automatic 7, basically. So,
okay.
Yeah,
well,
6.5.
Like the next one.
Oh God, go on.
So Leah Walty was holding midfielder. I've seen her play a few times. I'm a big fan of hers. I think she's quality midfielder, which was a bit off her game today. Yeah. I think Spurs kind of really pinpointed her as key to the way Arsenal play, in terms of they have to press on her to stop Arsenal from playing out from the back, as they do so well, and nullify their threat going forward. And Spurs did that really well, to be fair. They put her under a lot of pressure. She gave the ball away a few times in silly areas. Yeah. Could have done more for me. So yeah, I gave it 5.5.
5.5. Yeah. I mean, if Arsenal hadn't beaten Spurs 2-0, I would have probably gone 4.5, 5 potentially, because she did lose possession certainly in the first half when Arsenal were a bit under the cosh. And I saw her for a debut against West Ham, first game of the season, when Arsenal scraped a 2-1 victory, and she's really talented, and you, like you said, the level she can be at most of the time, but she just didn't play that well today, and she'll be the first one to say that anyway. But 5.5, that's down the man's rating. If Arsenal beat Spurs, she'll get a 7 from me, basically.
So everyone's getting a 7.
7 or above, basically.
Then ahead of her, she had Jordan Nobbs, who I thought decent game, gave her a 7. I think she, especially in the second half, she really kind of found the space between the lines, which helped Arsenal create more. She's a really talented player. Obviously, she's still, as Joe would say, on the road to recovery from her injury. She had a really bad knee injury, didn't she? She's come back looking really strong,
Yeah.
and making up for lost time. Obviously, she missed the World Cup, which was really heartbreaking for her. But she does look back to her best.
Yeah. On the road to recovery, almost back to her best. Basically, I completely agree. Yeah. It did look like she still needed a few more games. She just needed to be absolutely 100% match fit and be sharp, match sharp as well. Because she just, compared to the performance she can give, there's so much more to come from her basically. So she's back on the road to recovery, and she's been an integral part of an Arsenal side that beat Spurs. So I mean, would you give her a 7?
7,
yeah. I'd probably maybe 7.5, but yeah.
And then she had Kim Little alongside the Arsenal captain. Thought she was really good. She's a player that I'm a huge fan of. The way she just drives at people, but does it with such ease, but with such purpose, just really makes it stand out. A goal was a real captain's goal when Arsenal needed it. Superb finish on the edge of the box. Just got it onto her left, found a bit of space, top corner, easy as you like. It was a fantastic goal and capped off a brilliant performance. I gave her an 8. Yeah,
absolutely. I love the way you highlight the fact she does drive on.
It just looks so easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I love players that drive on basically. And like you say as well, she took it, her shot was fantastic, and it was just a really good goal to score basically, and I think I gave her an 8.5. 8.5 actually, but captain fantastic.
I mean, Joe mentioned it in his press conference, didn't he? Was a little line on Kim Little where he said, she does her talking with her feet. She's not really that vocal in the dressing room. Maybe a bit concerning as a captain, but when you're doing that on the pitch, I mean, you can't really argue with it, can you?
Absolutely, you're leading by performance basically, an example. So
Unlike some Arsenal captains.
What does he mean?
Then they went with the front three. They had Daniela van der Donk out on the right hand side. Not her best game for me. I mean, she's one of the best players in the world for me. I mean, we've seen her lots of times, both of us. She's such a talent. Bit off the pace today, bit off the boil. Got better in the second half. I think she got more into the game, and she's at her best when she's in the box, creating things. Chances to fall into her. So I gave her a 6.5. Thought she could do better.
You've been harsh there. Obviously, she's like you say, she's really, really skillful. I interviewed her last season. She gave me a hug after an interview. Actually, it's the only player's ever hugged me after an interview.
Woman that ever would.
Absolutely. That's a different story. There's so much more to come from her as well. She played well without being exceptional today. And again, I'm sure she'll be the first to admit that. But she was another integral part of the team that beat Spurs. So I think I gave her 7.5. So
And then Beth Mead was on the other flank. I also gave her a 6.5. I think it's kind of the same performance as Van der Donk. She's capable of so much more than she showed today, but she wasn't a poor performance by any stretch of the imagination. She just could have done more than she did this afternoon. So 6.5.
I saw Beth Mead play for England in the Women's World Cup in the summer. We went to England Argentina in Le Havre, and I thought she played well. And she wasn't at her level today. Again, like you say. She really impressed me playing for England. I went with my girlfriend and a few pals. It was a really good weekend, but I digress again basically. Beth Mead, I really like her. Again, she didn't play as well as she could have done, but part of an Arsenal team that beat Spurs, so I think I gave her a 7.5 again. So
I mean, I watched her play for England against Czech Republic on Tuesday. And she scored a superb goal. She's still quite young as well. You've got to remember that. And
still learning basically.
There's so much more to come from her, but she is such a real talent. I think she's got 12 assists last season, which is shows how good she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then obviously Vivian Miedema was up front. Got there in the end. I thought took her goal really well, really calm in front of goal, took around the keeper, slotted it away. I've seen her play better. I mean, I think you're going to disagree with me on this because the conversation we had earlier. But I gave her a 7. I think she was capable of so much more. I think you can say that about a lot of the Arsenal players today. But scored the important goal to seal the game. 7.
He's been a bit harsh today, Dan, the man. It's like 7 for an Arsenal.
Sorry.
He's never been in a bad mood in Arsenal. But I completely talk about what you're saying, and I probably agree with most of it. But I think she, you agree this as well. Like, she is a world-class striker.
She's the best striker in the world.
Best striker in the world, absolutely. And I can see where you're coming from in terms of you want more from her. But I thought she did really well today. She had a couple of really raspy drives. One in the first half that just narrowly flew over the bar. She did one early in the second half. Basically knocked out a Spurs player. I can't remember her name.
God,
it was one of the defenders. Basically, it caught her head. She was trying to, I don't know if she was trying to block it or get out of the way.
She'd want to put in front of that shot, your head would be the
Honestly,
last one.
and it was like having a cannonball. It literally, she was dazed and confused for about 5 minutes. So that's the power of Viv Miedema, basically. And she can give more, but at the end of the day, she got the second goal which sealed a victory that meant that Arsenal beat Spurs. So I think I gave her an 8.5.
I do. As low as the rating I gave her was today, I don't disagree, but you do have to touch some of the stats and the record she's broken. She's leading scorer for the Netherlands at the age of 23. Amazing. She's got, I think, over 60 goals for her country. At that age, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, recently she scored a 50th goal in 50 starts for Arsenal. Record of 1 in 1. It's ridiculous. I mean, she's such a talented striker, and hopefully Arsenal can keep hold of her for a long time, because she's still got so many more years. She's only going to get better. She's 23. She's got 5 years to her peak, basically. Yeah, which just shows how good she is. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the player ratings. We're just going to touch on a new stadium as well. We've talked about it previously, but it is quite impressive, to be fair. Although it did cost £1.3 billion. But we were just sort of talking about the media room. It had the feel of a sort of airport lounge. I mean, what
4-star restaurant for me.
4-star. When did you ever go to a 4-star restaurant? See, McDonald's is about your level.
All right.
What did you think of it though? It was
nice, isn't it?
It was nice, but a bit bland, and there wasn't anything that sort of gave it a bit of a personality. Maybe it's just because it's a new ground, but I much prefer Arsenal's media centre. But although it is impressive, and they have spent a lot of money on it, and the food's decent as well. But it just felt a bit soulless.
You almost don't feel like you're at work, is the weird thing.
Well,
like it's sat having lunch or whatever. It's a bit bizarre, and as you say, it does feel a bit soulless. It doesn't really feel like you're in a football ground, which is a weird feeling. Yeah,
absolutely. And just a word on the ground as well. What do you reckon?
Nice. I like it. Yeah. I mean, you can't. I know we're more than happy to slag off something we can, but I mean, you can't really say a bad word about this ground. It's a magnificent place to watch football. But I suppose it is what you get for that money.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely the third best stadium in North London after Arsenal and Barnet.
Yeah, of course. Can we also give Joe Mountney a rating, please?
Yes, very good point. 10 out of 10 for me.
Yes.
Joe, he spoke so eloquently, so intelligently, so passionately, from a position of knowledge. There was a bit of humour there as well. He was diplomatic. He's an absolute gentleman. We've known Joe for a few years now. He's a really, really good guy and a real rising star in the world of coaching, not just women's coaching, but coaching across men's and women's, basically. He's a lovely, lovely bloke. And I was so impressed by him today. And he himself would admit that he didn't play that well. And you could see the drive in him, you could see the motivation. He just wanted his team to play better than they did. And this is out on the back of a 2-0 win against Spurs. Well, it sums the mark of the man up, basically.
Here we go. This is what I wanted to say.
Go on.
If Arsenal do get rid of Unai Emery, they could do a lot worse than looking at Joe Mountney.
I actually thought about doing a tweet on that, and I just thought, I'm going to leave that for the time being.
There's reasons for this. You look at the Arsenal first team, and they want to play out from the back, and they want to do it well.
They did it well today, didn't they?
Brilliantly.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliantly. You want an Arsenal team who are going to play attacking football with a bit of style, bit of flair. Did that today, especially in the second half.
A bit of grit as well.
You want someone with a bit of charisma.
Yeah.
Joe Mountney's got plenty of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
very articulate, very eloquent, very knowledgeable.
You want someone who knows the club inside out and has a real love for the club. He's been at Arsenal for years. He's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
He's got everything for me.
Yeah.
Maybe you could say he doesn't have the experience managing men's senior football, but I don't think it matters to me. Football's football.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's clearly a good man manager. He really, his players speak very highly of him. He motivates them well. He's got them playing brilliant football, very well respected. Charisma. He's got everything for me. So I think, if Arsenal do get rid of Unai Emery, could do a lot worse than looking at Joe Mountney.
I wouldn't completely dismiss that, because I've actually thought that as well at some stage today. So it's very, very interesting. But so we both love Joe. He's an absolute lovely bloke.
Top guy.
Obviously, great manager as well, and he's a gentleman too. Took time to answer both of our questions in great detail, with a smile on his face as well. So we've had a good day. I hope you've had a good day as well. Let us know what you think about the ratings. Like, comment, share. On the back of Arsenal's 2-0 victory over Spurs, meaning North London is still red. Cheers.
You're right there.
Just trying to get.
You can swivel your way down there and falling down the seat.
Honestly, my knees are absolutely shot to pieces. Right,
are we ready?
Ready.
Go on.
Let's go. Right.